Listen, I've been to Super Bowls at Hard Rock in South Florida, and when I saw the scene outside of Copa America and saw the rushing of the gates, and then the one that really got me was seeing fans gaining access to the field like they were John McClane in Nakatomi Plaza, like just crawling into the vents.
Like Tom Cruise. Like
honestly,
impossible.
I mean, look at that. I like. First of all, how do you gain access to that area and then decide we're going to go in through the vents?
Yeah, and how do you know where that leads to?
Good question.
Like, how, do you have a blueprint? Like,
good question.
Schematics.
And so I placed the blame. Obviously, I was also wondering, why would so many people show up without tickets, right? And now that's a naive way to say, or just an honest way of saying I'm unfamiliar with this phenomenon that Taylor Twellman just mentioned isn't just a phenomenon to South America soccer clubs and fans, that people just show up without tickets and try and get in the stadium and en masse. Said that happened at the Euro Cup final a few years ago.
Yeah.
So, because it's not just like downtown Miami. You've got to really get on. You got to get in the car and you got to get out there, or you got to take public transpo way out. It's not just like hanging. It's not like, again, like Wrigleyville, where it's just right in the middle of a very large population area. But just to the point of here, why it is on the individuals that were running this tournament. And I don't know if there was any pushback from those who know better at Hard Rock. But if you go to a Super Bowl, when you go to a Super Bowl in South Florida or anywhere else, there are multiple checkpoints. You can't get within a quarter mile of the gate to enter the stadium unless you have a ticket. There are multiple checkpoints. Basically, if you're dropped off in the parking lot, immediately you've got to go through a metal detector area and show your ticket there. And then once you're through that, you've got to show your ticket again. Then you got to show your ticket a third time in some places. Yep. Where the hell was that yesterday? I mean, it was as if it was Dolphins-Panthers week 2. Just stroll on up. What an absolute abomination. And I think somebody or some class action is going to make whatever was going down at the Super Bowl in the Jones Mahal years ago look like child's play. I'm seeing people who are like holding up their tickets that they spent thousands of dollars to.
$2,000 ticket.
Well, not just buy the ticket, but to get to South Florida. Yeah. They couldn't gain access. They couldn't get in. Because at one point, they're like, just let's let everyone in because it was so dangerous on the other side of the closed gate. How the hell does that happen?
They underestimated the power of soccer.
Well, it's not just that they underestimated. I don't know. They completely whiffed on the other perimeters that need to be had for a major sporting event. This is a Copa America final. Whole world's watching. Certainly multiple hemispheres are watching. And Taylor Twellman just came on the show and laid it completely at the feet at CONMEBOL, which runs Copa America.
And it's the passionate fan bases. It's Colombia and Argentina that are just so popular, not just in their own countries, but South Florida and worldwide.
Now, obviously, the fans need to come and behave. I mean, you saw some of them were throwing like popcorn all over the place, and just I saw a footage of an escalator being demolished,
destroyed.
What the hell? So, obviously there's a lot of blame to go around, but the bottom line is I can't believe it's like security 101 for a massive event. Certainly if it's an event where fan bases have been known to show up unticketed to try and gain access. And we just saw what happened, after Colombia, Uruguay up in the stands. Like, how do you not come prepared at a stadium that has been shut down for the Super Bowl and big events like that before? Multiple checkpoints push the perimeter out. Thus, the perimeter doesn't start at the turnstile. I couldn't believe that. Did they have a halftime show for the Euro Cup final? I don't think they did, right? They just treated it just like any other.
But the Copa America halftime
they put
show,
Shakira up there.
Oh, baby. Cage was locked in.
He wasn't the only one.
Well, the Colombian coach apparently wasn't happy about it because it pushed.
It was like 25 minutes. It was
10
so
minutes
long.
longer.
It was.
It was so long. Worth every second.
Let me tell you who wasn't complaining about that. Me and Cage. Boom! Shakira.
Oh, my goodness. You guys, man.
She did one song completely in Spanish, Brazil. What is her native tongue? It was phenomenal.
She's from Colombia.
Colombian. What do they speak in Colombia? Colombian?
No, it's this guy.
Anyway, it was amazing. I didn't know what she was saying, but I was glued. I was locked in.
He's just
I didn't even blink.
Spanish, Chris.
She speaks in, she's fluent in hips, not lying.
Let me tell you something. Them hips ain't never told a tale, a
You
false
guys.
tale.
That was just, that was absurd.
Was there a game played last night?
I know, right? Very good.
Because my hips don't lie.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.